All right, guys, so I want to give you a quick rundown on how to trim the sermon video from our service video on Resi. So last Sunday, the person running live stream, what happened was they trimmed the video and they saved it, and then it began to play it as the replay at 11 o'clock. So what we do is we have our system with Resi set up so that it replays the 9:30 service at 11. Essentially, Resi just replays the most recent recorded or most recent streamed event for the simulated live event at 11. And what happened was the person trimmed the video and saved it in Resi, and so it created a new event, and that became the simulated live event. So we don't want to save that event in the Resi control website. Okay, we want to download it trimmed, but not save it on Resi, and that's a pretty simple thing to do. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown, show you how to do that. So you can see I'm logged into Resi. On the main page here, I'm going to go to Events, and typically you would do this after the 8 or 9:30 service. I would say probably 9:30 is usually the better one for all of us, worship and sermon included. So we'll go to the 9:30 service here, and we'll click Watch, and that takes us to this page, and you can hear the sound there, so I'm just going to mute that. Now what you want to do, so you can see here that there are cues set up. I'm just going to delete these existing cues because I want to show you how to make those. So what we need to do is we're on this page where the video resides, and we need to add cues. So what you need to do is you're going to want to go to full screen this probably because it's easier to kind of tell where you are on your playhead. And so you want to just find the point at the beginning of the sermon. So this is where the bumper video begins. Okay, we're almost there. I might need to turn on some sound. Okay, all right, there's the beginning of it. So I'll just wait for this handsome guy to finish praying. And then I'll pause it right here, okay, as the video is beginning. So I paused it. I'm going to go back to this view. I'm going to click Add Cue. You can see that right where I paused it at 2:48:24, it creates a time position there. So we'll call that Sermon Start. You have to give it a name in order for it to save it, and you hit Create Cue. So now it's created a cue at the place where the sermon begins, okay? So now let's kind of move it forward a bit, get close to the end here, and go full screen it again. That looks like Blake's praying here, but we gotta, he did something a little different on this particular Sunday with communion, so let's see exactly where he is. Okay. All right, so there's a, okay. So typically what you want to do is find the spot, and I'm just going to do this so it's kind of like a normal thing for us, where he says amen at the end of his prayer. All right, here we go. All right, so right there where he says amen, we're going to hit pause. Now, and we do the same thing. So we notice we're at 3:23:52. We go back to the regular view. We hit Add Cue. It's creating a cue at that point in time. We'll call that Sermon End and hit Create Cue. So now we've got a sermon start and a sermon end cue created. Now what we had done in the past was hit Trim Event, and so then you select your start and end cues, and then you hit create event. That's the only way to save that trimmed event. And the problem with that is that then this is going to become, if this happens after your last live event, then this will become your new your replay basically at 11, and we don't want that to happen. So so what we want to do is not do this, okay? Because the only way to save it here is to hit create event. So we're not going to do that. Okay, but we've created our cues and we're going to hit download. Okay. Now, all you have to do here is find at start position, go select your sermon start cue, and at stop position, select your sermon end cue. Now you notice it says this all the time, and when you're trimming this, it could be up to 6 seconds earlier or 6 seconds later. And we just kind of have to live with that for now, since we can't edit these files with QuickTime. So, and then you said download MP4, and it'll take a couple minutes, and then you'll have a video that you can upload